So I'm Ryan, I teach A-level law here at East Sussex College, Lewes. The course is broken down into three main parts. So we look at the English legal system, so how laws are made, how do we maintain law, why is law there and what's its purpose. We then move into my favourite module, which is criminal law, so looking at different offences, people who have been offended against, and the different criminal offences that are available. And then we move into tort law, which is civil rights against other people and parties. But definitely criminal is my module to teach. Generally, if you can argue well, it goes down well. So I think a lot of parents would say that their children are good at arguing with this one. So if you're good at arguing, then this is definitely one to do. So the entry requirement is you need a 6 in either English language or English literature. And the assessments are done throughout the year, generally done by exam protocol. So be a lot of writing, a lot of essays, with some multiple choice in there as well. Okay, so on average, we have around 20 students in the class. We're not in every day, so for law you're in 3 days a week. So the college requires 4 hours of extra study, but with law, with the amount of cases and the amount of offences and a lot of detail, it needs a lot of time outside, so I would say at least 5 hours of law outside. So trips, we're quite lucky because obviously we're being in Lewes, you can go to the Crown Court, so you can go and watch Crown Court proceedings, and a lot of students that I've taught in what was last year's first year, they have been along to watch different proceedings and watch different cases, and they've learned a lot from doing that. We're also working together with Criminology to try and arrange trips to go to other courts, so the High Court, and we've even looked into the possibility of the Supreme Court as well. Okay, so a lot of people think that law is quite a grey, boring lesson or a subject, but for me you can really get in detail, you can really debate, you can have conversations and state your opinions with people and have a good platform to put across what you believe and what you think the law should be. And for me, I think that's the main thing that really entices people. It's fun to learn, you learn a lot, you cover different offences, you look at cases, we even look at real media platforms, so you can look at what happens on Instagram, what happens on social media, we watch things on Netflix, listen to podcasts. There's a lot of different things that we do for law that try to make it as fun as possible. And for me, it's just having that good positive atmosphere in the classroom. Everyone gets along well, everyone feels safe to put across their opinions, what they enjoy, and hopefully that shows in the lesson. I think the students enjoy sort of my non-traditional approach. So it's interactive, it's not sit and listen to a teacher talking, it's them getting engaged, them doing the research, guided by me. So really I'm just here to supplement their learning. And I think that's what works really well, and I think that's what they enjoy, giving that sense of independence that they don't get from school. I came fresh from the military. I specialised in criminal and military law. I've worked in sports law as well, in different firms around Hastings and Eastbourne. It's always been my passion to go into law, left with my law degree, and instead I just thought I wanted to teach more about the law. I don't think students get enough insight into how law works, why we need law, and for me it was my passion to say to people, this is why we have law, this is why it's important, because it protects us. And I think that's more the reason why I got into teaching. I wanted to put my passion across onto these other students to make sure that they felt the same way. So other subjects that are good to go with law, criminology of course, because then you look at why crime is committed and the different patterns of crime, rather than looking at the actual areas of law that you look at in my subject. Sociology is always a good one to do as well, so you're looking at social aspects and how they influence crime. Again, that would pair up really well with criminology. And funny enough, politics. A lot of law is created by Parliament and through government and processes that are exclusive to politics. So generally students that have done those sort of subjects really do understand and have a crossover between them, which helps them succeed on these courses.